Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So it gives me a great pleasure to talk about the situation of Shia Muslims in Ethiopia. First of all, my name is Tahir Muhammad Ali. I'm very happy to be among the first convertees to Shia Islam. And here in Ethiopia, even though the country is among the first country to host the first immigrants led by Jafar ibn Abi Talib, but in history, because of some operation and some segregation of the people from the rest of the world, and it was deprived to have the true Islam. But Alhamdulillah, these days, because of this globalization and brothers who visit and make some propagation about Shia, these days we are having a new era of coming to the true Islam, that is Shia Islam. And I'm very happy to be among the first ones. And since then, we have been trying to bring our brothers to the fountain, to the beautiful fountain we've been in. And so I have been helping people by translating Shia books to official language or local language in the country. And I've so far translated about 8 books, which I suppose are the good books for beginners like to come into the true Islam. And but still we have some challenges because the books which are translated into the local language are, we have few copies of them, and we need to do more to propagate the thoughts and teachings of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, like in the country. And now we are simply like in the start of doing a lot, and we're trying our best like to do like more works and translate more books, and to establish like a center so that we can bring all Shia people together and teach them more or even learn more. And we're also very thankful for some brothers like Mr. Hashimi to come to Ethiopia and visit us and talk to us and ask about our problems and promise to help us like in any aspect like he could. And inshallah, we're planning like to work with any Shia community all over the world. And I think like the soil is fertile, the land is fertile now, and we're planning to do more like with people like in the country, outside the country, and we hope the situation of Ethiopian like Muslims will change and will come back to the true Islam, to the Shia Islam, and we'll learn about the way of Ahlul Bayt. And inshallah, like we will see a lot of changes like in the coming years.
Brother Tahir,
Yeah.
when did you accept the Shia faith and the faith of Ahlul Bayt?
Yeah, I came to know the way of Ahlul Bayt some 8 years back. But since then, I've been simply like rashly reading and asking questions. And because, let me go back to my high school time. I was a student in missionary school, like in American missionary school, where I was taught the Bible. And at that time, I was asking myself about the nature of like the Islamic religion. And sometimes, like I didn't get answers to my questions, both from the Islam side, from Al Sunnah side, and from these like evangelical schools, like thoughts. And then I was thinking of like reading more to know like any sort of thought. And I read the Bible, and I've been reading also like some Al Sunnah books, but still I've got some questions which I didn't get like answer for. And finally, I happened to know one brother in Ethiopia by the name Muhammad Saeed, and he gave me some books, and then I started to read about Shia. And the first book I read, what I remember, was Spurious Arguments about the Shia. And I was filled with some prejudice about Shia because I was taught like something very different like about Shia. I didn't know at all. But since I got their book, I mean, and I start to read like the book, I almost have some answers like with a single book. Like I start to read, and finally I have to go to the Iran embassy in Ethiopia, and I took like more books, and also Brother Muhammad Said was giving me like more books. I start to read, and finally I say like I wasted my life, like and then like I come to know like through Islam, and then finally like with more readings and research, so finally I have to come to the way of Ahlul Bayt, Alhamdulillah, and that is a I mean, simply researching and reading and asking, like inquiries about life, like make me come to Shia Islam.
Okay. Is there any center here in Addis Ababa, Shia Center?
Well, like it is simply we are the ones like I mean trying to establish a new one now. But before that, like we didn't have any center. Like not talk about center, even like claiming that somebody is a Shia is a crime, and nobody excuses you. There are a lot of challenges. But this time, we've got like a lot of members. Like I mean, a lot of young people have been converted to Shia, and we are like in the future. I mean, in the near future, going to have a center, and we have just rented a house, like a big house, like in Addis, like these days, and we're going to have like some activities, like I mean there. So like we are just starting like to establish a center, but like before we didn't have any.
So who is helping you for the establishment of the center?
Well, the first promise we had like to pay for the rent of houses from Mr. Hashim Okera was promised us like to pay for the rent of the house, and even like we have received
Right now.
well like now exactly like to tell the number is very difficult now. Like I mean,
Yeah.
if you ask me this question some 5 years back, like I could have told you like the exact number. But these days, because of these translated books and then the globalization, internet, information like TV channels, a lot of people have been converted like to Shia. So like I expect like by this time maybe like 5,000 or like around 20,000. So
all over the Addis Ababa. I understand because the only thing there is no network as a center.
There is
now
no center,
your center will work
works
and bring all the people together.
Exactly.
And inshallah, then the more finance will come also, inshallah, we are expecting, and you will need books also, I
books
assume.
and like materials
for your library,
courses, even like teachers,
computers,
I mean, trainings, like computers, like everything.
This is Muhammad Said, no problem. He is the first, one of the first Shia since 1986, because I knew him when I was in Addis University. I met him first time in Arad Kilo Hotel. So he came with my another student, Sheikh Muhammad Ahmed Ibrahim, and Sheikh Muhammad left the country, but Muhammad Said is still struggling, and he's struggling distributing books, but he was alone all the days, and the situation of Ethiopia is not like in another country. There is a tense because of the Wahhabi, and also the government is trying to bring peace. They don't want any problem. Although Shia are peaceful people, but they still, because they don't know about Shia, that's why they are still in. But Muhammad Sayyid will tell us more about how he was, how when he converted, and when you converted to Islam, Shia faith.
أنا بالعربي.
بالعربي إيه ماكو مشكلة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. نشكركم على هذه المقابلة أولا، ثم أنني تحولت إلى التشيع في عام 79 ببداية الثورة الإسلامية في إيران، وكنت وحيدا.
Can you translate in English?
Yeah, he was saying that I was converted to Shia in the 1970s, at the beginning of the revolution, like in Iran, and since then he has been like the only person like in the country.
እና ብቻዬ እስከዛሬ ብቻዬ ነበርኩኝ። ብቻዬ ዝም ብዬ መጽሐፍ እየሰጠሁም ሰውም ጋር ኮኔክሽን እየተነጋገርኩኝ ምናምን ነበር። መጨረሻ እናንተ መጣችሁ፣ ሀገሩ በቃ እንደዚህ ሆነ በአጭሩ።
I was the only person in the country, and I have been distributing like Shia books from which I get from different countries, and I was doing the work like alone without any help like for a long time.
Finally أخيرا هؤلاء جاءوا وأسسنا واتصلنا وكل شيء إن شاء الله. بدأنا الطريق، في بداية الطريق، ونريد أن تؤيدوننا.
And finally I got like some brothers who will stand beside me, and now we are like doing the work together.
እስከዛሬ የፈለኩት ሰው ለመገንባት ነው፣ ኃይል ከዋድ ለመገንባት ነበር። ያ ተገነባ። እነሱ ደግሞ ተሸዩ ለመገንባት ይችላሉ። አሁን ሊጀምር ነው።
Up to now I've been struggling to create some people, to develop like some people who will stand beside me, and now I'm successful like in doing that, and I'm doing the work now with my brothers, not alone as I used to.
Alhamdulillah. How many are there any Shias in other countries, cities like different other than Addis Ababa?
Yeah, we have a number of them in the northern part of Ethiopia, like in Wallo, and especially in towns called Kamiseh, Bati, Desi, Kombolcha, and even like up to Raya. And we also have in the east like Harar, and of course in Gagdawa, and a number of them in Addis.
So do they have also center or something like that?
Oh, nobody at the center so far. Like so people have cooperated by reading books and simply by researching and reading and asking and inquiring about Shia Islam. But even like they don't know even each other. There is no center which will bring these people together. But inshallah, now the new established like center will do this work like in the future.
What